Welcome to Sabine River Operations. Sabine River Operations has a long-standing commitment to safety and to the environment. Due to the nature of our work here and the materials we handle and produce, it is important to make you aware of certain rules, regulations, and practices critical to your safety while working at our site. The purpose of this visitor safety orientation video is to help make your time here safe, productive, and enjoyable. After watching this video, you will be asked to sign a site entry video sheet verifying you have viewed the presentation and that you agree to follow all rules and regulations as presented. You will then be given a pocket card to sign and date verifying you have received the training. Your card will be valid for 1 year. You must present your card along with photo ID to gate security each time you enter the facility. Should you misplace your card or fail to bring it, you will be required to receive the training again before you may enter. Cell phones must be stowed within a lock bag provided by security. All visitors must sign in with gate security before entering our site. You will then be issued a temporary access badge, which must be returned to security upon exiting the site. You should be aware that vehicles, truck beds, and toolboxes, as well as personal items such as briefcases, backpacks, and lunchboxes, are all subject to inspection at any time. Always keep your vehicle's driver's side window open at least 2 inches so that emergency alarms and alarm tests may be more easily heard. Turn off all electronic devices prior to gate entry. To operate a motor vehicle on this plant, you must have a valid driver's license and obtain vehicle authorization. At this time, we should emphasize 3 important points. All devices capable of recording either video or still images, including cell phones, are prohibited in all process areas. Firearms and all other items that may be used as weapons are prohibited. All intoxicants, such as alcoholic beverages and illegal drugs, are also prohibited. Tobacco of all types is also prohibited. Pedestrians must keep to the left side of roadways, facing oncoming traffic, and must always cross at a 90-degree angle. Please use marked crosswalks whenever available. Motor vehicles shall always yield to pedestrian and bicycle traffic. Please come to a complete stop at all stop signs and give proper signals before making a turn. All vehicle occupants are required to wear seat belts while in motion. Passengers are never to ride in truck beds or on tailgates. The maximum speed limit within Sabine River Works is 20 miles per hour. Be aware that lower speeds are posted in some areas. Drivers must reduce speed in congested areas, at all roadway intersections, at railway crossings, and near construction areas. When you must pass a much slower vehicle on our roadways, first, sound your horn with a few short bursts. Please do this from a reasonable distance to avoid unnecessarily startling the operator of the other vehicle. You must also sound your horn prior to backing a vehicle. Park only in designated areas. And always remember, leave the key in the ignition of your parked vehicle. Drivers of heavy machinery such as cranes and rigging equipment and trucks transporting taller loads must be conscious of low clearance pipelines and other potential overhead obstructions such as utility lines. When encountering such situations, it is strongly advised that you designate a spotter to help verify clearance. All other traffic must yield right-of-way to heavy machinery and trucks. Before you may enter any process area, you must sign in and be accompanied by a plant representative at all times. Never enter into a barricaded area without obtaining proper authorization. Fire alarms, fire extinguishers, and safety shower locations are well marked and shall be reserved for emergency use only. Smoking is prohibited anywhere on site property. Tobacco and tobacco products are prohibited on this site. All accidents, injuries, and hazardous material spills must be reported immediately to plant personnel. We have site-wide alarm signals to which you must respond during an emergency. They are fire alarm signal, fume release signal, disaster signal, and site-wide evacuation signal. For quick reference, a handy alarm signal guide can be found on the back of your site entry card. Be aware that this plant alarm system is tested each Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. During alarm testing, all activity must stop, and vehicle operators must park and switch off engines. Once the all-clear signal has sounded, you may resume work activities and vehicle use. In the event an alarm indicates an actual emergency, pull your vehicle onto the road shoulder, switch the engine off, and leave the key in the ignition. Then proceed crosswind to the nearest assembly point for personnel accounting. Site security is everyone's responsibility, so always be on the alert and report any suspicious activity to plant security personnel immediately. The U.S. Coast Guard has developed a 3-level threat advisory system called MARSEC, or Maritime Security Levels. MARSEC levels reflect the current security threat environment. The 3 MARSEC levels are as follows. Level 1 is the baseline threat level for maritime security. Level 2 calls for the implementation of additional security measures above those required by Level 1. Level 3 is the highest threat level and signifies a probable or imminent threat. Facility operations may be suspended in whole or in part at MARSEC Level 3. The most current MARSEC level is posted at each entry point into this facility. Should the MARSEC level change while you are on site, your escort will communicate this to you. You may be required to wear personal protective equipment or PPE, appropriate to your assigned task and work area. Your host is responsible for providing you with all necessary PPE. Prior authorization for all chemicals must be obtained from your host before they may be brought on site. You must provide an SDS or safety data sheet for all chemicals in your possession. Likewise, an SDS can be made available to you for those chemicals to which you may be potentially exposed while in our plant. Potential spark sources such as strike anywhere matches are forbidden on site. For this same reason, cell phone usage is not allowed in operating areas. As mentioned earlier, all personal devices must be turned off before entering our gates. Sabine Riverworks is deeply committed to maintaining a respectful work environment. Therefore, harassment in all its forms is prohibited here. Inappropriate behavior such as gambling, fighting, and horseplay is forbidden. Your health, your safety, and that of our staff is of primary concern to us. Your cooperation toward promoting a safe work environment is both encouraged and appreciated. We thank you for coming, and we hope you will enjoy your time here. Please help us honor Sabine River Operations' commitment to keeping you safe.